A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And he will score. Touchdown, New York.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Makes the score Patriots 10, Giants 7.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Drive will start on the ground. It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. He's got room to the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll stay on the ground. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Kendall Fuller up to make the stop. Now this time they'll look to throw. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. He gains nothing. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now they'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, that swung out wide and intercepted. Now it's York for the PAT. He's got it. And the Patriots will get out in front 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
That is caught downfield. It's Johnson, the tight end. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll look to throw again. Escaping the danger, throwing, and completed.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, so I think, Mike, this is one of those decisions where the conditions and the elements definitely come into play. I think in a normal day of clear weather, this coach makes a different decision in this situation, but here I can totally understand why he decided to be aggressive and go for it on 4th down. You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Here we go.
So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And he'll get this very close to a 1st down. A nice run there. It'll just end up a little bit short.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go, Shaq.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And While some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go now.
Throwing now from the gun. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught! The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18, Pioneer. Take over.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Deontay Banks right there with the good coverage to knock it away. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. So we've come to halftime here in Foxborough with the Patriots on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. Well, this snow not abating at all. If anything, might be coming down a little bit harder as we are underway here in the 3rd. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. We'll go down as an incompletion.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
3rd and long. Slot receiver headed right. Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down. The Giants sending out their punter. Back deep is Marcus Jones. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Going for it all. That is hard. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Mike, I have to be honest. When offenses come up with run-play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. And that is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction. I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. They'll run with Tracy. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. Lots of space, past the 45. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get 22 yards there. That's good for a Giants first down. On the ground, here's Tracy. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of...
And he will score. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. Now Gay for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Giants are back within 6. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They send him right out of the slot. They'll begin here on the ground. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Isaiah Simmons comes up to end that one. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around?
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll look to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New England. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And, Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point. and go for 2. Back to throw. That one intercepted. Picked off by Jerry Jones. Into space. Inside the 30. And he's going to make it all the way to the end zone. How about a pick 2? 2 points going the other way. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to... Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Bush.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Here we go, set.
Now give on the ground. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 4-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use their 1st timeout.
set.
Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Here's a run. And he's going to go backwards. Taken down at the 6.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Ready.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Ready. 70 Lions.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play. They'll look to throw here on first down. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. Not just a first down, but reception number 70 on the season.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here now, second down and goal. They'll put a receiver in motion right. And he'll go the wrong way, trying to use that speed to get out to the pylon, but he had to give ground, and they tackle him for a loss. They're in four-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's third and goal. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, New York. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown. Mike, there's not a lot of ways to break this play down other than saying you get the wide open target, you have the play you want, you're aggressive going for two, you just got to catch the ball.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Set to go now on first and 10. They'll drop to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Ready up.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Set.
Slot man in motion right. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage? Yes as well. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. New England going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. Now they'll set up to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, New England. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. York, good on the extra point. And the Pats will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
On the set. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. As they'll get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Top 70. Let's go. Take go.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver, and it'll be 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He's got it at the 7. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Let's go now. Rock on, lady.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout. And it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
79 Broncos. Come on, come on.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the Patriots. It was a game that delivered more points than most people would have expected with the snow falling at kickoff. Entertaining game for all involved as they'll head back to the locker room to warm up with a victory in their back pocket.